now interrupt your regularly scheduled program for special breaking CBS news.
My name is Muhammad. We're broadcasting live from our CBS studios in Hollywood, California, where word just got in President John F. Kennedy has been shot while riding an open limousine in downtown Dallas, Texas. Once again, President JFK has been shot, but the severity of the wounds is yet unknown. He was rushed immediately to a nearby hospital. The crime scene investigators are now searching in nearby buildings to look for any suspects that are armed with weapons that could have shot John F. K at this specific location. We are standing by with our camera crew to bring you the latest news of JFK tragedy. We will now show you actual footage of JFK being shot, but viewer discretion is advised. Once again, viewers' discretion is advised. This scene is not suitable for children at a young age. Did you enjoy that film? No, I didn't think so. But now we go live on the scene with Jesus Shuttlesworth.
Hi, my name is Jesus Shuttlesworth, and I am live on an undisclosed location. I have an exclusive interview with Mrs. Jacqueline Kennedy, wife to President John F. Kennedy. She was riding the car with him when he was shot. Ms. Kennedy, can you please give us a brief recap of what happened?
We were driving through town, and we were warmly welcomed by the people of Dallas. Just when the limousine passes the Stemmons Freeway sign, as I recall, Miss Connally, who was the wife of Governor John Connally, thought she heard a kind of gunshot. So she turns back to look at John, and she noticed that his hand was covering his throat. Then the next second, Governor John Connally felt an ache in his back, and he was shot too. And I thought that it was firecrackers I was listening to. And when I looked to my husband, I saw John wounded by a headshot. And at that moment when he was shot, I climbed onto the left center right of the limousine behind him, and I picked up a piece of my husband's head. And he was taken to Parkland Hospital, and I gave it to one of the doctors.
No further questions.
As you can see, that was an exclusive interview brought to you only by CBS news stations. Now back to you, Deviante Muhammad, in the studios.
Hi. Thank you, Jesus, for that perfect interview. If you're just now tuning in, President Kennedy has been shot in downtown Texas. Yeah, we still do not know his conditions. He's been rushed to a hospital. Now we're in the CBS studio. Jesus? Word just got in. President Kennedy has been announced dead. Please, let's have a moment of silence for him and his death. Thank you for a moment of silence. Hi. Just now tuning in. My name is Deviante Muhammad. We have now in the studio political analysis,
Hakeem Johnson Jackson.
Hakeem. We're going to do an interview on you to describe what you think about the death of President J.F. Kennedy. Are you ready to begin this interview, sir?
Yes, sir.
Over the past couple of hours, the U.S. political perspective has changed. How do you feel the nation will react to its new leader?
I believe the nation will mourn its old leader as it should and embrace the new leader, Lyndon B. Johnson. I believe the nation will enter a period of transition where views will change, as well as legislation and the cabinet, of course.
Good answer. Do you feel that the threat of communism will increase or decrease with the death of the president?
I believe the communist nation of Russia will try to take advantage of the nation's disability with the death of President Kennedy. But Lyndon B. Johnson must be strong and firm against communism. We must not let it spread to other nations, or our world of democracy will no longer exist.
Interesting. Do you believe that the Vice President, Lyndon B. Johnson, is the right person for the job?
Of course, I believe Lyndon B. Johnson is the right president for the job. He shares the same views as President Kennedy and was his right-hand man. He is a smart man and firm. The only change I see in views is the war with Vietnam. Kennedy was more based on peace, and Johnson seeks a resolution with war.
Wow. Now I know the death of President Kennedy was crazy. Why do you believe Kennedy was shot in the first place?
I believe Mr. Kennedy was shot in the first place due to mob actions. Our president, sad to say, was known as a ladies' man. He must have slept with the wrong woman of the wrong man and must have sent out a hit. Or there's other speculation that the Bay of Pigs, as we all know, was in association with the CIA, which failed, and President Kennedy decided not to back them up. Our own CIA could have killed them, but who knows? Only time can tell.
Now that we have heard that he was dead, how do you feel that people will react to this tragedy?
I believe the nation will have, like I said previously before, a mourning period. But our life must continue, and we will get over it and strive to a better future as our NASA programs advance and our civil rights movement continues. The American public must stay firm and be positive.
What will be affected with the president's death?
I believe the biggest hit will come to our civil rights movement. All black people seek better improvement in economic, social, and work standards. And President Kennedy was all for it. I don't know, suppose it's different.
Interesting. Well, that's enough for our interview. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Have a great day. Yeah, I'm just playing with the flags right now. I'm playing with Britain and the USA. USA is winning. Die, Britain! Die! 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 Oh, baby, we all got to play together. Hi. Welcome back to the CBS studios in Hollywood, California. You're just not tuning in. We are doing a special interview report on the John F. Kennedy tragedy. If you haven't heard, John Kennedy is dead. 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 Well, we just had in studio Hakeem Jackson Johnson, political analysis. Next, we have an interview with our very own Jesus Shuttlesworth.
I'm Jesus Shuttlesworth, and we're here at yet another undisclosed location. With me, I have sniper expert Mr. Frank Snotts, and he will be giving us a brief interview. I will be interviewing him on what happened today with the JFK situation. So, are you ready to continue? Are you ready to get on with this interview?
Yes, sir.
Okay, first question. It is confirmed that JFK was shot 3 times by a high-powered sniper rifle. Is it physically possible that all 3 shots came from the same gun?
No, it is not humanly or physically possible that all 3 shots came from the same gun in a short period of time that the shooting took place.
So, what is your speculation of what happened?
Well, I believe that there was more than one person involved in the assassination of John F. Kennedy. There has to be more than one shooter set up in different locations to have fired 3 shots, as you saw in the footage.
So, where do you think the shooter or shooters were located when they fired the shots?
They must have been in a high building somewhere, such as a warehouse or an apartment, in a high level where they could target John F. Kennedy easily.
What type of gun is possible of doing this kind of damage?
It is possible that the assault rifle was an AK-47. This rifle is capable of shooting very long distances and doing maximum damage to a target it hits. This rifle is used only by the military for war combat purposes. We have speculation to believe that the shooter has a military connection or is in the military himself.
So are there any possible suspects that fit the description that you have just described?
At this time, there are no leads to any possible suspects. However, FBI agents, local police, and government officials are working strenuously to find out any leads to this mystery.
Thank you, Mr. Frank Snotts. Reporting live on the scene, Jesus Shuttlesworth, Mr. Frank Snotts, sniper expert. Is there anything you'd like to say to people out there in TV land?
Yes, there is. Wherever you are, I'm going to find you. Chitty chitty bang bang. Bad boy, baby. I'm going to get you, sucker. I'm coming for you. See, I know you're there. I know you're there. I'm going to get you. You better be watching this. You're all mine.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? When you were 8 and you had bad traits, you go to school and learn the golden rule. So why are you acting like a bloody fool? If you get